So as promised in part 1, I'm going to take a look at the Diamond Select Dana Scully, the other half of the duo that goes along with the Fox Mulder I looked at in part 1. And you can see her here in her plastic prison. Pretty nice looking figure, comes with a wad of accessories. So as you can see, this Dana Scully is based from the episode My Struggle, the same as the Mulder. And this is a slightly older Dana Scully, a little bit slimmer in the face to the one that we saw back in episode 1. And I think that's why the likeness doesn't quite scream Dana Scully to me. But if you look at what the subject matter is, I think it's pretty much spot on. Now, Dana Scully does come with some accessories. She comes with her FBI badge, a pistol, a torch, a couple of spare hands, and of course, what takes up the majority of the packaging, a massive desk. And on the side of the box, there's a lovely image of Dana Scully there. Now, on the back of the box, as well as a product shot of Mulder, which we looked at in part 1, there's also a bio, and the bio reads, Dana Scully was recruited by the FBI out of medical school, and after 2 years was transferred to the X-Files division. It was thought that her background in physics, medicine and biological science would give her the tools needed to counter the theories of her new partner, Agent Fox Mulder, whose belief in the paranormal coloured every case he came across. While they initially balanced each other, Scully frequently came across cases where the facts, bloody hell, this is God, for anatomical abnormalities, metaphysical coincidences and physical impossibilities were harder to explain through science or even her Catholic faith. Bloody hell, that was a bloody godfall, wasn't it? Now, unlike Mulder, who come with a chair, a background, some files and a poster, we just get a desk with Scully. Now, the drawers don't open in this desk. It's pretty much a solid piece of plastic. There's some odd little paint marks all over it, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's not a deal breaker. It's a pretty big chunk of a desk, really. And here is Scully out of her plastic prison. I think it's a beautiful sculpt. As you can see, she holds her accessories pretty well. She's got a great grip of that torch and, of course, the pistol. Now, straight out the packet, you will notice something about Scully, and that is her articulation. Basically, from the waist down, she's pretty useless. You can't get any bend at the hips or any movement at all. You can get some bend at the knees because obviously they're jointed there and at the ankles, but you really can't do much because there's no thigh movement. And those big heels might be great for pole dancing, but they're not great at standing up. It took me a while to get her balanced in this position. So be aware of those negatives. Now, see her standing next to this desk. Actually, I don't know if it's just me, but that desk looks a little bit big. Her FBI badge is really well done, as you can see here. But I'm not quite sure whether she scales right with the desk. Oh, and there's one of the paint splodges I was telling you about previously. It's a nice sculpt. So me being a man, I was going to try and get Dana Scully in a little sexy pose over the desk. But unfortunately, the best you can get with her is just doing a push-up. That is the absolute best you can do. So at least she'll have shoulders of steel, I suppose. But, yeah, unfortunately, posability isn't the best with this figure. So here's the money shot. This is the complete set, the complete diorama, and overall I think it works really, really well. I really like the look of it, and it's a set that I'm really, really pleased I've picked up. I think they work really well together. It's nice that they split out the diorama into 2 parts. You can pull a few poses off. It's just a brilliant, brilliant set. So final thoughts on this set. As a duo together, it's a great set. And it's a high recommend from me. But overall, I'd only suggest you to pick up a Dana Scully if you've got a Fox Mulder. If you only want one of these figures, I'd say just get Fox. But anyway, I've been Zork Rider, and until next time, remember, the truth is out there.